Hey guys, it's me, Cupie83. So while shopping for Christmas, we went into a Michael's and we went down their craft aisle and I stumbled upon these, which are called Fluffables by Orb Factory. They are one of the cutest craft projects I think I've ever seen. So Fluffables allow you to create your own little fluffable friend. What is inside this box is a foam body. You get plastic eyes and a nose. You also get a bunch of yarn that's done up in packages like this, and it's like combed through yarn already, like it's very loose and easy to use. You also get what I'm going to call a rerouting tool because it looks essentially exactly the same as my rerouting tool that I would use on Barbie, Little Miss No Name, etc. So what you do on this foam body is super easy. So after you put the eyes and the nose in, you'll just start taking some yarn, wrap it around your finger, put it through the prongs, kind of hold it with your thumb, and just poke it into the body. Now originally you're going to think, I can't poke it all that much, so you'll probably do it kind of gingerly. Just go crazy and poke it all the way into the body, because the only thing holding this hair into the body is tension. You're not gluing it. If you were to lightly place it or like use your fingers and rip it out, it's going to come out because there's nothing holding it in other than the tension of, the string between the foam. So you do this on the foam body, choose your colors, place it wherever you want until this little being, this little foam body, is completely covered with fun, fabulous fur here. After that, it's gonna look like a big fuzz ball, so you'll have to use your own scissors and the provided hair pick to just kind of comb it out and trim it to however you want your little fuzzy friend to look. But that's literally all you have to do for this. It's so easy to make a super fluffy little friend. There are a couple things that you should probably know. There are no grid lines on this body. Like there's no, if you're used to dolly rerouting, for example, there's no hair plugs that are already formed. You kind of choose where you want to put the holes. So here's a tip that I learned because I messed it up, and I was like, oh, maybe I should have thought more about this. Back to the eyes. As I said, you place these when you start, so before you put any hair into this body. But here's the key. So just like if you're rerouting a doll head, you know that you don't want a hole to go into a hole to go into the hole. So you don't want to make one hole, like 3 holes. That's the same thing with this. There's no guideline here, so you just have to make sure when you're poking this through, you're doing it in a uniformed fashion so that, the hole you put here doesn't end up breaking into the next hole and all of that. So what I did, which is why my guy's missing an eye, is I put too many holes around the eye, which broke the foam down, and there was literally no foam holding the eye in anymore, so my eye came out. So just be careful. Be cognizant of where you're putting the holes and how you're doing it, because that will make or break this project, especially with the facial features. So once you have all this hair in, as I said, you'll trim it and you'll comb it, and then that's it. 3 hours later, you have this cute little adorable fluffy friend. I think this is a really cool idea. I think it's super therapeutic if you're, if you've ever rerouted a doll head and it's just like putting the hair in. It's so much fun. Plus the fact that you can literally create anything, that's just fantastic. There are a couple different versions of this. Essentially, they'll come with different ears, they'll come with different yarn. There's more than enough yarn. As you can see in these 2 sets, we have 4 packs of yarn left over. So I don't know if that means we've used too little of it or if they just give you a lot, but there's more than enough. And also, because it can't not have a blind bag element to it, there's a blind bag in here. Inside the bag you'll get one of 2 designs for glasses, you'll get a mustache, or you'll get the mystery item, which I think is eyelashes, or something for the eye. So that is also inside this box, just to make your Fluffable a little more unique. Although, someone on my blog pointed out, because I talked about this earlier on the blog, this is actually a really cool set if you have like a pet, or you have a cat, you have a dog or whatever, that has a really unique identifier, so they have a black spot around their eye, but the rest of their body is white. You could recreate your pet, your animal, in this form, and that could be really, really cool. So, or you could go fantasy colors, like this one. So there are multiple sets to choose from. We found these at Michael's, but you can go to the Orb Factory's website to find out more locations that may have these. But yeah, I just wanted to show them off because I think they were really fun to make, and the final results are just too cute not to share. So let me know what you think of Fluffables in the comments, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!